Hello, hello. Good morning. Happy Monday. Is it a happy
Sup,
Monday?
sup.
Welcome
Or
to the Firestorm. Uh, Today's going to be a little different. We actually have somebody on to promote today, which is always awesome. But before we get there, I'm going to say hello to the chat. What's up, guys? How you doing, Blanca? Good to see you.
hey,
Thanks for
Blanca.
being here. Black Guts, yeah, man. I'm actually taking that. I just marked your book fulfilled. I'm going to be taking that to drop off right after the stream, so it should be coming in a couple days. Hell, man, thank you.
Confirmed. Confirmed.
We got Tony in the house. What's up, Tony? How you
Hey,
doing, my friend?
Johnny.
Awesome channel member. Thank you very much, my friend. Very much appreciated. Omega Arts is in the house. What's up, Omega?
Hey,
How you
Mega.
doing, my man? You got Pale Rider here, of course. How you doing, my Pale Rider? Oh, I forgot about the intro. I got time. Yeah, yeah.
Wait, wait,
Actually,
wait.
that intro is often so I have time to do some last minute stuff. That's right. Hook it in the house. And we also got Captain Fandom Nerd in the house. What's up, my man? How you doing, brother?
Hello.
Good to see you. Now, this is not the probe, but I'm going to use the probe intro for our special guest today because I think he of all people would appreciate it. So here we go. Everyone say hello to Edwin, the ace. Awesome. How you doing, Edwin?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Not
Edit.
too much. It's a Monday, you know. Mondays always
Oh,
suck. This one sucks a little more than usual. Hopefully not for much longer. Hopefully not for you. How you been, my friend?
I've been good, man. Just trying to promote this book now. It's been a couple of weeks. Just trying to get it over to the funding goal. I think it's like less than 1,000 away right now. So feeling good about it.
Yeah, you certainly
Awesome.
are. So here it is. That is the Ace Volume 2. If you haven't gotten the Ace Volume 1, that's available in this campaign as well, correct?
Yep, I have a second printing actually with a new cover by Joe Ball. So any Joe Ball fans out there, you're gonna love that one.
Oh, very cool. Very cool. Yeah, I love that, man. Joe Ball's awesome.
I just realized that I'm kind of happy that John Ball doesn't come from twins.
Oh, damn. Uncalled for. Uncalled for.
Well, it's me.
What's up, Lion Mill Studio? Thanks for being here. Good to see you.
Hi.
Yeah,
So,
so
the Ace. Tell the good people, anyone who might not be aware, all about the Ace, like the events that led up to it, where we are now, and what this particular story is about.
sure. So the Ace is a story about a young man called David Diaz. He's trying to figure out his purpose in life. And one day he comes across the remains of a shooting star, and what he finds in the wreckage grants him the ability to transform into an armored being of massive power. And basically, the volume takes place after David has found the armor, and he's had it for a couple months, and he meets this alien bounty hunter called Akula, who shows up at his front door and tries to take the armor for himself. So they basically fight, and David's able to outsmart Akula and defeat him. And he's put in a position where you don't know if he's gonna kill Akula or not. And then, split second before he acts, he hears a voice from behind telling him to stop. So volume two takes place right after that. You find out who tells David to stop and why. And we introduce a bunch of new, great, cool aliens, as you see right there. That's those four uh, aliens right there with the guns and the yellow outfits are called the Godless. They're the Special Strike Force, which has been sent to take the Ace back to their home planet. And so, yeah, David has to kind of figure out whether he can trust these new aliens or not because his first ever encounter with an alien didn't exactly turn out too well. So, he's not exactly too trustworthy right now.
Right.
And yeah, so he also meets Angelique, which is the angel chick, who also wants to take the armor for her own means. So, yeah, we get introduced a bunch of cool aliens and we go off into space and have some nice, fun adventures.
She already has a cool armor
You
and a
know?
selfish.
Now, does she want it to use it, or does she want it to create like a a herald or a hero of her own.
For anybody who read Volume 1, actually, she wants it for revenge. You know, we did a little 4-page origin story about Angelique when she was young. Her family was actually massacred by this alien race, and she's basically spent all that time from a kid to an adult uh, becoming a warrior and wanting to basically wipe out the that race of aliens that killed her family. And the only way she can really do it is if she gets a hold of the armor.
Damn. What happened to the shark guys? Those were really cool. I
Oh
still
yeah,
remember that print.
Kula still in the book. He doesn't play too big a role in Volume 2, but he does have his own origin story about how comics. So we get to see some of Kula when he was younger, kind of building up his reputation. Kula's basically very kind of universally known badass with a reputation of leaving death and destruction everywhere he goes. And you kind of end up seeing some of his origins in this next volume.
Awesome. Ah, there they are. There they are.
There it is. Yeah, they're don't count them out. They're not gone.
Oh my god.
Not at all.
That-
no.
Yeah, I still remember that super cool print that came along with the first campaign. I just was staring at that one for a few minutes. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, it's people love Akula. They love like this kind of world that I'm creating. So we just, I was trying to listen to the people, see what they want, and give it to them. So they're
Yeah,
gonna
kind of a fan favorite. And I see you have an Akula Slam buddy on here, which can double
Right.
as a waifu pillow.
I mean, it's double as anything you want, but you can see right here
Damn.
the big hit. Akula
There
Slam
he
buddy.
is.
I love that he's got the gun on the back. That's a nice touch.
Between his cheeks.
Yeah. So yeah, we have I think 6 left of these. The first batch sold out, so we ended up ordering a second batch. So if you have kids and everything, I have a niece. She ended up taking one of them and just beating the hell out of it for a couple of days, and it held up pretty well. So I figured.
Awesome. We should have made one in a bigger form. Just hang it in a living room.
Yeah, like a super giant one.
Yep.
You do a video, wrestling a Akula.
Oh my god, that would go viral.
And we got the Diaz brothers already got me covered on that.
Awesome.
Chris Fisk, what's up, my man? Just threw you a link if you want to come in and have a chat.
Hey, Chris.
Feel free. But yeah,
I
so
can
this is
see
going to
you're
pick up.
offering. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I just noticed that the plushie is part of the campaign as well.
Mhm.
Just saw it in the.
Yep, there's 6 more of those. So you want to jump on that.
Yep.
And this book is picking up directly after the first one stops, correct?
Yep. You get to pick her up right off, and kind of, like I said, it's gonna. I think this one, as far as the first one as I am, I think this one is really, really good, and I think this one is better all around. I think I've just got more comfortable as a writer, and I think the art on this is incredible. Like I think everybody who's worked on this, from Canales to Hal to Sweens, they've just taken their work to another level. Like when I got the final pages back, and I've been looking at like this reader PDF and just kind of skimming through the art of it and just saying like, this is. I'm really just blown away by the work on this. I'm excited for people to check it out. I couldn't post too much art just because like basically this book is all spoilers. Like once we kind of did the setup for the first book, I just want to go like balls to the wall for the second one. So there's a lot of spoiler stuff, but trust me, all the little stuff that you're seeing right now, it's just like the basic stuff I can just show. Like there's some killer work on this.
Awesome. I love Canales' work. Like his art is very, very stylized, very almost cartoonish, one would say. But he's doing a great job.
Yeah, like I ended up having to get Hal to color like the main story, and I think they just fit together perfectly. Like the pages I got back, and like Canales just got more comfortable with the characters, and I think like he draws aliens really good. He draws like space and ships and all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's like right in his wheelhouse. So this one we kind of took it and to where he can show off his strengths, and it's really like, I think it's his best work.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's beautiful, man. And I can speak from experience. The whole getting the pages back, that's just, I mean, as a writer who, only imagines things really and can't really lay things down on paper like an artist can. Like that's a beautiful feeling.
How was the feeling when you got your first book, into your own hands?
Wow, amazing. I remember just getting the proof copy and just staring at it. Just like I did this, it took me almost 2 years working on it,
Awesome.
I finally got everything done. And then once I got the proof and I didn't have any issues or anything with the proof. Like, there was no spelling mistakes. There's nothing like, there were a couple issues with like some of like the colors, but it's just, there was a lot of blue, and the way the blue was printed wasn't really going to be pop as much as it looks like on the screen. But aside from that, like everything else, I was really happy with the print quality and everything. So
Gotcha.
yeah, this one, I think once get this one back, hopefully a couple months I'll have the proof, and I think it's gonna blow people's minds, man. It's gonna be sick. I'm really beyond excited to talk about it. And the good thing was the turnaround wasn't as long. I think it was like started working on it maybe summer of last year. So
Sweet.
by the time I got it done, it was like 8 months maybe. So if I can kind of keep that pace, it kind of guarantees I can put out one a year, and like, have it done ahead of time and have it in a good schedule, which kind of works for me. So I can kind of do other stuff too. That have some other projects I want to kind of put out. So but I still want to keep the Ace kind of like that's the number one priority right now.
The flagship. Yeah, man.
Definitely.
What's up, Miriosphere? How you doing, my man?
Hey, man.
Yeah, absolutely is looking nice. And there's the
How
slam button.
How did you handle the fulfilling part?
Fulfillment went well. You had about 200 backers or so.
Mhm.
So, it's just kind of set up a schedule. I had like a certain amount I wanted to send out a week. Because luckily for me, like my post office is like a couple of minutes away from my job. So I can just kind of pack some up every day. Before I head to work, I drop them off, go to work next day. So I was able to get them done probably like 2 months, about
Right.
maybe a little more than 2 months. Every package just sent out on time and everything, which I was really happy about.
Awesome. Yeah, a lot because like, the fulfilling can be struggle. So I'm kind of curious, like how different people handle it.
Oh yes, definitely. Packing the Geminis and making sure you have enough tape and just the minutia of all that can definitely get to you. But yeah, I was able to get everything out on time, which is my biggest thing. Just get everything out in a good amount of time. I think the thing that took the longest was sending out some original art, but that was just because I was having a hard time getting in touch with the backer. But once I got everything out to him, so like I said, no complaints or anything. So it went a lot smoother than I thought it would. So I was happy about that.
Yeah, man. And tape is always a big one, folks. If you're doing a campaign, you never have enough tape. Ever.
Never.
that stuff goes like, like Pringles. Once you pop, you can't stop. Miriosphere says, I can't wait to figure out how to set up my campaign. Mostly waiting on copyright to get back with such issues. Yeah, man. Good luck. It's not super difficult. Once you get rolling, it's not too hard. Would you agree with that, Edwin?
Yeah. Honestly, the biggest struggle to me is trying to set up that Indiegogo page. I forgot what a difficult kind of minefield that was. After the first one, I was like, I don't know how I did this. I must have really been super excited to get this book out because they, especially with like they don't make it easy to crop images the way you like them. So you got to really kind of like do a little trial and error to make sure the images come out right. So it's not exactly the easiest thing in the world, but you just gotta take your time with it. The lucky thing with me is like because I get the book done ahead of time, I don't really have to worry about much else. There'll be time where I gotta worry about getting the PDF together and stuff like that, but until a certain amount of time goes by, that's out of my hands. So I can kind of just focus. Like I could focus a good couple of weeks just on doing the Indiegogo setup page alone, which is good. With my 9-to-5 job and everything. So I don't like being rushed to it. So I always suggest to people the more that you can do ahead of time, the better, because like you're gonna have to give yourself time for all these things. There never seems to be enough hours in the day for all the little stuff that you got to do for these campaigns.
That's for sure, man.
Or then again, you can be, all pretty and get a manager. So, just saying.
There you
Well, Fisk says the shortages are really starting to piss me off. I'm hearing from creators that the Gemini mailers are in short supply and the printers are still having paper shortage issues. Yeah, that's one thing I'm a little concerned about with the coming projects.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's everything's just kind of in a state of chaos right now. So just do your best. Is what I would say. I don't know. Vinny did seem to have no problems with his printing. So hopefully that's a trend that's wearing off.
And if nothing else, I mean, like proper communication, like letting people know quite ahead, like, listen, there's a paper shortage, this might happen, blah, blah, blah. Not just, sorry, guys, I'm late because, it's just that, like I said, communication, informing the backers. I think everybody can, like, understand when something serious happens, that postpones the fulfilling process.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I mean, it's one thing if you're fucking off, and obviously so. It's another thing, like, if there's a paper shortage when you're printing books, that's kind of an issue. I think like Rainey's somebody who did a really good job with that, just kind of keeping people informed as the process is going and through the errors and whatnot. But yeah, communication is definitely key. Yep. And of course, you have the 6 a.m. stickers.
Yep, it's set up for the funding goal, stretch goal. So if we hit that, everybody's going to get the 4 6 a.m. stickers. I love his designs and stuff, the way the characters look when he takes a shot at them. So happy to get those done for the campaign.
This guy looks depressed. What's up? Did he just skip a meal or something?
Which one?
This guy right here. He looks sad. He's making me sad.
I
think he's making her sad too.
Nah, he just listen. He just has a huge crush on her, and she's like, no way,
That could be it.
Yes, they're basically the Romeo and Juliet of the Ace universe.
So wait, so I did nail it? Oh my god, I was just shooting blanks.
No, this is nothing like that. We let you create your own ships in this Ace universe.
That's a big part of fandom these days, apparently. Uh-oh. Fisk has a theory here. It says the bottom left guy farted and the bottom right girl heard it.
I think Chris might be onto something, actually. You never know what goes through 6 a.m.'s mind when he's creating these. So.
You should ask him sometime, seriously. But you know what? We should have him on and ask him about, like, listen, man, what are your thought processes?
Yes.
Are there any farts involved in your creative process?
Oh my.
Alrighty. So you're planning on shipping in November?
Probably late October is looking like, as long as everything stays the course, which, knock on wood, hopefully everything will. It was about the same kind of time as the first one, like a 6-month kind of buffer, because like I said, I do all the book and everything ahead of time, so like just a lot of kind of money out of my own pocket, so I gotta wait to recoup it once the Indiegogo funds and everything, then I can kind of start getting the print file ready and then kind of seeing how many orders I have and stuff like that. Then I got to start placing it. So, by the time I place the orders and, get all the supplies and everything, it usually takes a couple months, just to make sure I have everything set up. And then the process, if I can get them out earlier than that, I was able to get it out a little earlier for volume 1. We'll get them out early, but it's just give myself some buffer and some time because, like I said, I do have a 9 to 5. So right. my amount of time is limited where I can kind of do all the setup and everything before. But yeah.
Yep, feel ya, man. Pretty much having the same. All of
Yeah.
us. Like,
And it's definitely a good idea to give yourself that kind of buffer too, and that's doing it correctly, right? So you're not, setting people up for disappointment, that kind of thing. So that's well done. Mears heading out. Have a good one, my friend.
Thank you.
bye.
Hope you have a great Monday. Hope it's better than mine. But yeah, this slam buddy, I think that was a really good idea because that's not something I've seen for a long time, and I think that's something that could really hit some nostalgia nerves,
Yeah.
And if
Yeah.
anybody already has slam buddies, then they could slam them,
Yeah. Funny thing is, like, basically the company that does this is like a small like company. They mostly just do slam buddies for a lot of like independent wrestlers, which I follow a lot of independent wrestling. So I remember just seeing them and I was thinking like, this would be cool to get one done for the campaign. And then I kind of just reached out to them and just kind of told them I was working on a book and I had this character Akula I wanted to do, and everything was pretty smooth, man. No real complaints. It just took a little bit of a while to get him in, but like I said, he came out great. I love the quality, the colors. He's got that kind of. I went with the 6 a.m. version, so he's got that animated style, which really kind of fits it even more. And it's like an old school wrestling fan. It's like to have the ability to have these like slam buddies and just kind of everything fits in with the Ace, so it's like a perfect match.
Are you planning to make like following, like follow up, like to create more plushies, to have a collection?
Yeah, I would love to. Like,
That would
maybe
be
talk
really
to maybe talk to Six and see if get another design from them to do like an Ace one. I think it'd be really cool. You can pair them up with a cooler.
I would like a whole collection of the sharks. But maybe that's just me.
Hey, no, we'll see. We'll let the people decide what they want.
Gotcha.
I'm always open to feedback. So
Yeah, I remember as a kid we didn't have slam buddies at that point, but we did have stuffed animals and lots of them. So yeah, every once in a while I would go kind of nuts on the stuffed animals on the bed. The bed being the wrestling ring.
Oh my God, tell me about it. I have this huge stuffed monkey, Richard, right? And I got him when I was like 5, right? And I still do have him, but for some time I went to school, I wasn't around as much, and my bro was growing up, and he actually renamed my Richard to Jojo and used him as a punching bag. When I found out, I was like I
yeah,
was furious. I just lost it, and yeah, and never regretted that I tied him to a table by his socks as a little kid.
So not only did he kidnap Richard, but he also changed his whole identity.
He dared to.
Wow.
Audacity,
What's up, Peter? How you doing, my friend? Good to see you, buddy.
Peter.
Man.
Wow. How's Richard doing these days?
He's actually haunting my dad from his sleep because my mom just decided to use my room for now. Yeah, she's still recovering from COVID, right? And since Richard was haunting her from her sleep, just imagine like waking up in the night and there's this huge monkey staring at you, right? And so she moved Richard to my dad's room, to the main bedroom. So now he's hunting him. So my dad already told me during our last visit, you either take him or he goes, and I was like no, he doesn't go.
So Richard's like a creeper.
Yeah, he's basically like and he's probably a freeloader. I'm gonna have to take care of him. Poor guy, he's just sitting there, no love. Unbelievable.
Dude, never trust a dick. What's up, Marinus? How you doing, man?
Hey, Mary.
Good to see you, buddy. I think Marinus is at work right now.
Yep. And his work sucks because he never has.
Does he suck?
Of course, because he never has time to hang out. I'm using Sugar Chris's words.
Well, that's your first mistake.
Well, come on, Sugar Chris is innocent, harmless.
Fisk wants to know why we're talking about Dick.
Because Richard is Dick.
Richard, the monkey. Get your mind out of the gutter, Fisk. Come on. Yes, working is correct. All right. So, Edwin, what's your plans going forward with the Ace series? Is this something you're going to continue with, or are you planning on launching something else next?
Yeah, like I said, the Ace is kind of like my number one kind of thing right now. Like I'd love to really have a lot of plans for the character and the universe and stuff. So I'd like to at least be able to put out one IGG a year. I do have some other projects, I'm working on. I have this, might be putting out an Ashcan maybe later on in the year for this character called Bloodbone. It's kind of like a fun kind of 90s like throwback. It's really violent and bloody and kind of over the top. So it's a lot of fun. I have Donald DeLay does the art for it, and I got the first 12 pages of the story, so I might just put that out as an Ashcan and kind of give people a little teaser. I'm seeing different people do that, so I'll maybe give it a nice little foil cover or something. Just kind of make a little collector's edition and kind of see how people react to it, see if they dig it. I would love to kind of do more with it, if it kind of takes off.
How did you say
Yeah,
it
that's
was
not a
called?
bad idea.
It's Bloodbone.
Okay, just making sure.
It's one letter off.
Yeah.
And it happens to be the next letter in the alphabet. What's up, Johnny Cage? How you doing? You can talk to Fisk. He'll talk about that with you all you want. Cool. So the Ace Volume 3 is probably next on your agenda.
Yeah, I got I got the whole outline. I just gotta stop procrastinating and get it down, and then send it over to Canales and kind of get his thoughts on it.
Cool, man. So what have you been doing with your life other than the obvious, other than daily life? Not that.
Do you like spanking monkeys?
I've been seeing you post a lot of pictures with wrestlers lately. Is that what you like to do? You like to travel around and go to cons and whatnot?
Yeah.
Are there conventions, or are there actually like matches?
It's a little bit of both. There's go to a lot of meet and greets. There's a kind of around like my area. It's like anywhere from like half hour to an hour away. There's usually some wrestlers popping up, going to sort of meet and greet, or going to some local like indie shows. Like I said, I have a YouTube channel called Indie Wrestling Aces. It's me just recording some matches and posting it up on YouTube from a lot of local events that I go to. So yeah, I'll end up meeting them through a bunch of like different ways. I'm a big like wrestling fan, so it's something I kind of discovered late in life. So there's actually places where I can go watch young wrestlers kind of become professionals, and kind of there's a bunch of that I've seen. One day that they're working like a 70 people arena. Next thing you know, a couple years later, they're like in front of 10,000 fans. So it's really kind of cool watching people kind of grow and get better and become like big stars and stuff. And you can say like you were there kind of from the start.
Yeah, you're like getting there on the ground floor, and then they never speak to you again.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, you remember me? They'll be like, no, never. I've never seen you before.
I was there. Did you see me? I was there in the Rogue 83 5th seat. I was waving at you.
Yeah, I was your number one fan. Damn it.
Yeah, I've had a few similar experiences. Like, I don't know if you're familiar with the band Hailstorm. They actually started in my hometown, and I used to go to this dive bar all the time, and they'd be there like once a month, maybe once every other month. Yeah, it was pretty cool. Now they're big superstars, and I'm still here. I'm like, yeah, I knew those people, kind of.
I knew them.
What's up, lovely Sherry?
Hey,
How you
Sherry.
doing? A few awesome people rolling in. What's up, Frankie? How you doing?
Frankie.
We got BC here as well. Hello, my friend.
Yep.
Thanks for coming, guys. We're talking about the Ace Volume 2. The link's in the description below. Please check it out. But,
And if
yeah, man. What?
Else. I said if nothing else.
That's some good shit right there.
It is some good shit.
I just wanted to use it.
I know you did.
It's like shopping.
For anybody coming in, you want to give another quick recap of what the Ace is all about, Edwin?
Oh, sure. So the Ace is a story of a young man who's trying to figure out his purpose in life. One day he ends up discovering the remains of a shooting star, And what he finds in the wreckage grants him the ability to transform into an armored being. And now he's become the most sought after object in the entire universe, as all sorts of manner of aliens, are looking to find him and take the armor for their own means. And he's kind of got to figure out exactly how to maneuver in this world. I always like the idea of the book is, you have all this kind of space aliens, is kind of crazy over the top sci-fi elements and stuff, but at the bottom of it, it's really about this young guy David, who's really trying to figure out what kind of man he wants to be and kind of what his purpose in life is. And you kind of mix those two kind of things together, and I think it comes out with like an interesting kind of like story that you can tell.
You know what I was kind of thinking? Like, did he ever like think that he would like to get rid of that armor? Like, it's a kind of a burden you just basically need to carry on throughout your whole life, right?
Yeah.
And I bet like when he got it first time, he must have been freaked out. So hasn't he thought about the possibility of just kicking it somewhere under the bed, never pulling it out again?
I think he's gonna definitely have those thoughts coming up. Like I said, for David right now, when he finds the armor, he doesn't really know what to think about it. Because in the world that we set up, unknown to him, there are no aliens, there are no superpowers, no superheroes. So he doesn't really have anything to go off. He
Oh my
ends up
God.
discovering this thing, and it kind of for anybody who read it, the object actually ends up getting embedded in his chest, and it becomes a part of him. And so yeah, he's basically had the armor, he's used it, but he doesn't really know what it is. And then once Akula shows up at his front door, literally, his basically whole world changes. Everything that he thought he knew, he doesn't know. So he's basically really has to figure everything out. And he's kind of, like I said, he's gonna have to make some decisions as kind of he gets introduced to more aliens and kind of start finding out some of the backstory of what the armor is. As kind of things play out over the next couple of volumes. So he's definitely gonna have to start making some decisions now. It's like, but I don't think the reality has really hit him. Yeah, he's still just trying to figure out kind of how to survive basically for the first couple volumes, and kind of start getting some answers after.
Yeah.
Sweet.
You need some time before it becomes a real pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Take it easy, Fisk. Have a good day. Good luck dropping those books.
Yep. How would you react if you just suddenly heard a knocking on the door and then there would be like standing talking shark?
I'd probably freak out, like, yeah, this I think I've maybe taken some wrong medication. Just right now, we're flipping out a little too much.
You would be like, oh, you're looking for that guy who lives next door.
Yeah, that would probably be cause for alarm. It's not something you see every day.
Yeah, just a little bit. I mean, the talking shark, okay, fine, I can take that, but walking, damn no.
Well, if you get a slam buddy, then you can recreate this event.
Yes, you can.
Just set him up at the front door. Edwin, who is this character right here?
The redhead.
That's Desi. She's one of the godless aliens. Yeah, she plays kind of like a big role in the universe, kind of going forward. One of the reasons for the cover there is because it's two-part. One, it's an homage to the X-Men. I'm a big X-Men fan, and I'm a huge Archangel fan. I used to love how Will Portatio drew him. He was always bigger than life. Anytime he was on the screen, he took up most of the page. Like I loved how his wings worked and everything. So Angelique is definitely like bit of like a tribute to compare her to like a mix of like the Goblin Queen and Archangel. She's got like that kind of the naughty and the nice to her. So
Right.
yeah, so it's kind of like like an X-Men homage there, and also like all the covers have like meaning to them. So like the first cover for you had the Ace and Akula fighting. That's basically what the first comic is about. So when you see this, is kind of like telling you, like, you have Ace, you have Angelique, and you have Desi. Uh, so that kind of gives you kind of a good idea of what the book is about. And same thing with like a lot of the pieces of art, even if they're not exactly correlated to something that happens in this volume, there's definitely like hints and different stuff about maybe future volumes and stuff that will happen. I try to make everything purposeful when it comes to the art. It's not just stuff that's cool, and I don't mind that. That's part of comics. Always having something like just a cool image, but I like to have mine just be a little more layered than that. So like, but when you see different stuff, you can kind of tie it back, and even like in future volumes, there'll be stuff like I've done in prints for volume 1 that you'll finally see. You'll be like, oh, that wasn't just like a cool image. That actually kind of, that's like a little story element or something that you'll get. It's not just kind of just done for coolness sake.
Right.
Sweet. You know what? If I had that armor, I would be, and Matt Angelique, I would be like, okay, I'm gonna give you the armor, you give me the wings.
Well, you'll definitely get the wings. You might not like them, but you'll get them.
Okay, now I'm curious.
Yeah.
Now I'm curious.
Yeah, it's the cool thing about Angelique. There's a lot of like cool stuff about her, like background and how she got the wings and everything. For anybody who read the first one, it shows her as a young child, but she doesn't have wings. She actually gets rescued by this angelic character called the Celestial. They look like angels. They actually have like wings and stuff. So just like imagine when you see her as a young child without wings, and then you see her have these kind of crazy metallic wings. That alone leaves for like what happened in between.
Almost reminds me of the Catwoman, where she gets thrown out of the window and then makes her own costume.
Yeah,
that's kind of similar. Like she gets hurt, right? And then she gets pissed off, so she creates a lot better wings.
She's definitely pissed off. Like again, no spoiler for the first volume. The last panel is her just slaughtering this race of aliens. And so you figure like, yeah, she's hardcore. So she does not play around. And I just like mixing all these different kind of like personalities with David. David's like a good kind of sounding off board. Like you can, because he's figuring stuff out at the same time as like the reader is. Yeah, I think it makes it like really interesting. Like, his reactions to different situations and stuff. So.
Yeah.
So how does David come along in this book? Is he kind of getting more comfortable with it, less comfortable, finding out some new things that he can do?
Yeah, he's starting to kind of build some confidence. Like I said, he's only really scratched the surface of everything. Like, he doesn't really know like what the armor can actually do, really. Like he's just kind of figuring it out little by little. And so I think as the volumes go on, you kind of see that confidence kind of growing in him, really learning to kind of master the armor and all that kind of stuff. So like I said, you'll see him grow as each issue and each situation pops up, and he kind of starts becoming, start reaching kind of his potential little by little.
Awesome, man. All right, I'm going to yank this down, and we're going to play the trailer. How's that sound?
Sounds good, man.
Unfortunately for me, I have the trailer. I don't have to pull it up on YouTube.
Cool. Good sir, you're muted. Just it.
Oh, thank you. Still booming after all these years. Yeah, guys, jump on the Ace Volume 2. The link's in the description below. You'll also find the link there for some other cool projects. Unsworn Wings of Vengeance is in demand, still available, as is the mailing list for Bond's The Cursed Child.
Yep.
I don't have them pulled up, but you're also going to find Shadow of the Kraken and Infinite Tale Chronicles, War of the Trees down there. Also, two great projects. We also got some merch to sell. If you want some Bloodbond books, some Bonds merchandise, we got some reggae stuff, some Sunsworn stuff. The link is also in the description for that. So yeah, check it out. But the reason for the season is the Ace Volume 2. That's why we're here. We want to get this funded ASAP. So Edwin can relax a little bit.
Definitely. Once you hit that funding goal, you can breathe a little bit,
yeah, just a little bit easier. But as always, we want to see these campaigns do as well as possible because people, especially people like Edwin, I know I do it too. All the extra funds goes right into the next project. So yeah, the higher we get it, the better we can produce, the faster we can produce. So yeah, and thank you all for supporting these great projects.
Yeah.
Edwin, do you have anything else? Any final words before we get rolling? Sorry, I got to cut a little short today. I have to get back to work earlier.
No worries. Yeah, I believe it's still in demand right now. If you want, check out the Alterna Comics winter campaign. I'm lucky enough to have a story on an issue that came out on a Wednesday, number 18. So, like I said, I believe it's still in demand. So you can go grab a couple copies of these great anthology series. Kenneth Rockefeller cover. I have a short story about some Vikings, which I think it's really cool, and I would love to do more with in the future. So go check it out. Give me your thoughts on it, and I'm really proud of it. And I'm kind of excited, to be published. As cool as it is to publish your own work, I think right below that, it's being published by a company and a guy like Peter, who I respect. And, he publishes people on merit, whether he thinks the story's good enough. So I'm lucky enough to have a story on there. So, go check it out.
Yeah,
Awesome.
man, absolutely. That's awesome. And congratulations on that. That's really cool,
Thank
man.
you, man. So, yeah.
Also, I want to say, if everybody could just give Simon a little bit of love here. He's had a bit of a hiccup with this campaign. I guess there was a butt shot that Indiegogo didn't like. But check out Tales from the Netverse number 2. This is still in demand. I think all the problems have been solved, so it's good to go.
Yeah.
No more butt shots.
Check it out. No, you'll have to personally DM Sim to get that.
Well, I believe you can get it somewhere in the campaign as well. Butt shots are to be had. Oh, yep, there it is.
There's the butt shot.
You didn't hear that, Indiegogo.
But I have a question, Edwin. Are you in your first 30 days or the second 30 days?
First 30.
Awesome. So still a lot of time. You're almost there, man.
Yeah. Very happy with everything, Especially, like I said, I was under the weather for a bit there after I launched. So I was like, I don't know how I'm going to promote this book when I'm like feeling half dead. I think I did a Lola stream where you can hear me just be like, it sounded rough. I was like, sorry, Lola, but it's just, you got to push through.
Look at you having like beautiful, bright yellow hoodie. You're like sunbeam.
That's right.
Right,
shining today.
So yeah, guys, check out the Ace Volume 2. I got the Ace Volume 1. It's a great book. I will be getting this one as well. So yeah, please do help out all these creators. And it's not just helping creators, like you're helping yourself too, to quality entertainment, which is severely lacking in today's world.
Definitely.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I think we're gonna get going. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for the support. If you can't back these campaigns, please grab those links, share them out on social media, tell your friends, tell your family, let everybody know that there's some sweet entertainment out there that they're totally missing out on. Don't want to be those people. Thanks again, everybody, and we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
Peace.
Bye.